Welcome to the Full Tracy Money Video Commentary. This is Owen Tracy recording, and it is 4:39 p.m. That is Central Time. Today is January 28th. Well, I think today we had a little bit of calmer markets, where yesterday everyone was panicking about what the implications were of a serious innovation in AI and the costs attached to delivering services. Of course, that's bad news if all you want to do is expand and ensure that everybody's using more chips and nothing but chips, and all they do is use chips. If you're more concerned with getting an efficient service, or that you want to ensure that the kinds of programs you want to run will be done, can be achieved at a lower cost point, well, that's great news if you're a service provider. And that's exactly what we saw in the reaction of the market yesterday, where the service providers went up, the infrastructure kind of companies went down, and then the rest of the market was pretty much nonplussed. Well, today we had a little bit of a rebound in companies like NVIDIA or TSMC. And then some of the nuclear companies were also a little bit steadier. But of course, following the size of the move that we had yesterday, then what it really helps to emphasize is that there were a lot of stops were imposed over the weekend, and they were all triggered at the same time on the open on Monday. So, having had that massive reaction against the prevailing trend, then people will look around and say, well, was that an overreaction? Maybe we should see uh, how the market performs. Some of the big institutional investors generally will sit on the sideline and say, well, that was really a big shocking thing, so we're at least going to stop buying for the moment. And you'll still get some dip buyers coming back in. That's exactly what we had today. But then if we just think about the expanded tech software sector, rather than the infrastructure companies. Well, it was in negative territory yesterday, and it did rebound. Now, it finished out the day today pretty much unchanged, but this is still a pretty consistent uptrend. So I think what we're looking at is a transition here. Then when we look at the rest of the market, Asia did receive a bit of a hiccup following the weak close on Wall Street yesterday, but it wasn't nearly as bad as it could have been. And then gold and silver were in positive territory today, and Bitcoin rebounded following a bit of a weak environment yesterday as well. Now, when we look at some of the individual